Let's go.
Dominic. Dominic, we're live.
What,
Dominic.
we on?
We're on!
I'm Dominic.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Robert.
And we are Three Guys Chillin'. Professional movie reviewers talking about movies and reviews.
That's us.
Today, we're talking about the film Super 8 by J.J. Abrams. I had no idea this was by J.J. Abrams until the credits.
I could tell.
Produced by Steven Spielberg.
I could tell it was J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, me too.
I had no idea. Well, I was surprised. Actually, I wasn't that surprised, ultimately. And I'll talk about the ending in a bit, because I thought the ending was kind of disappointing. But overall, I found the movie fun, enjoyable. I probably wouldn't watch it again, though. But, you know, I had a good time. What did you guys think?
I'd watch it again. I thought it was good.
I wouldn't watch it again. I didn't think it was bad though. I think we're all in agreement here today.
All right. Well, this is going to be a nice short one then.
That's the episode. We've been Three Guys Chillin'.
Yeah, goodbye, everyone. I do have some notes here, as always. So
I made a note as
starting
well.
from the start.
I noticed something.
Oh, you made a note. One.
I made a note.
Okay.
Something.
Let's hear it.
You can't slip past me with this. You know the scene in the bar? 8
Wow.
minutes in? You know how it's set?
What?
It's supposed to be set in 1979, was it? Somewhere in the 70s?
Yeah, 70s, early 80s, I think. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the music that was playing in the bar was a Faith No More's cover of the song Easy, which is written in the
Right.
90s. So, I picked that up.
Whoa.
Spielberg,
Far
Abrams,
out.
you need to get your shit together.
Abrams just got served, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You try to sneak some alternative rock shit past me.
Damn. Wait, did you have to look that up, or did you just know that
He
offhand?
just knows
noticed
that
it.
off the top of his head.
It's Faith No More, dude.
Gee. Well.
Have to bring them up and
Well.
get them to change it in a
That's amazing.
secondary release.
Yep.
Anyway.
It's kind of weird that that stuck
so-
through. Considering all the work they put in, no one realized, this version is from the 90s. It's from the future.
So it's a version of a song that's from the 80s.
Yeah,
from the
it's an early.
70s.
It's a the 90s cover of an early 70s song.
It's weird that they used the 90s version, even though they
I know.
had like... Oh, well, who cares? Maybe just like... It really... Look, I'm not some sort of music genius like you, Robert. So I didn't really notice. But clearly, being a genius has its downsides, and you've shown us that today. So I'd like to get back to my note now.
Okay, you may now continue.
I thought the beginning was great, with the sign when he's like, date since accident. 1. Yeah, I mean, it was a little, you know, they kept it subtle enough so it wasn't like super annoying and slapping you in the face with it, with his mum's dead or whatever. I like that they sort of keep that subtle, which is nice. I thought one of the pluses for the movie, the kids were awesome.
Yeah, good
their
actors.
banter,
That's rare.
their writing was really good. I don't know if J.J. Abrams wrote this as well,
I think he
but
did.
whoever did, well, whoever did deserves a pat on the. That was really. Yeah, he did write it. There you go. Writing was
There you
awesome.
go. He was good at
I
writing
like that they
kids.
swear a lot too. There you go. He's great at writing, bad at directing Star Trek sequels. I said it.
Well,
I will
at
never forgive
least,
Star Trek.
at
I will never
least
forgive that shit.
if he took the lens flares out, it would be a little better, I reckon.
But that's his
He
thing.
took the if they took the fucking bring everyone back to life, because who gives a shit? If they took that out, then maybe it'd be a decent movie. In fact, it'd be a great movie, but they brought him back to life, and it ruined the whole thing. Ruined the whole thing, and I'll never forgive J.J. Abrams ever again. I'll never forgive him. Shit movie. So
Yeah, I don't
genuinely
like
made me
Deus
mad.
Ex Machinas like that. But anyway, get back to this movie, bro.
Yeah.
All right, bro. The kids can actually act. Oh my god! Amazing. You know how rare that is.
It's like hella rare. Someone needs to tell
Anyway.
Shyamalan about these kids.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think probably still be shit because they just had like from here, like from the jaw down to the eyebrows, so you wouldn't really get much range in.
Probably not.
Unless you were doing a movie about someone's face.
Oh my god, we have to save this alien. It's attacked the sheriff.
You can't even see what the alien looks like because it's like.
Yeah. So I love that the kids are making their own movie. The whole movie really felt like it's like an homage to like back when they were, you know, back when you like make dumb movies when you were kids. I know I certainly did, and I thought that was really great. And it was sort of like because the movie's not for kids, right? It's like
No, it's clearly not.
Yeah.
It's pretty delayed a bit.
but it has kids in it, so it's sort of like it has that whimsical. It sort of wants to take you back to like this childlike wonderment, and I thought it was pretty successful at doing that, especially at the start. I reckon the first 30 minutes of the movie are like solid, like really solid, like just with the kids talking, just going on adventures, trying to get the movie made.
I actually thought that too, that the bits where it wasn't all actiony and everything happening were definitely the better bits.
Yeah, and ultimately, I'll get that in my final thing, but ultimately, the kid stuff was great, the alien stuff was boring.
Yeah.
That's just what I found. Yeah. That train crash scene, though, was pretty rad, I reckon.
Yes.
I think we can all agree a train crash is pretty good.
Rad as. And the score, that's something else
What
that's
was
a
the
plus.
kid said? It was mint. It was mint.
Mint.
Yeah, it was mint.
Dude, we should bring mint back, eh?
Totally.
We'll bring
That'd
it
be
back.
awesome.
Hell
That's
yeah.
a long
That'd
forgotten
be
word
mint.
of
So mint.
mint. That word is mint.
Oh my god, okay. And then Biff Tannen shows up? I had no idea. I watched this like years ago. I had no idea Biff Tannen was in this movie.
Biff Tannen.
From Back to
Oh
the
yeah,
Future.
yeah. Which one was he?
Dude, he was the bad guy, the military guy who's in charge.
Yeah.
That guy?
I thought he
Who
looked
was
a bit like
him?
Kiefer Sutherland. I didn't bother to look it up.
It was the guy
I didn't
that
know it
played
was
Biff
Biff.
Tannen.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. I had no idea. Anyway. Okay, so we get to the scene where he's refueling and the sheriff's like at the car, and I thought that was a great scene as well. I like how there was like when he's refueling, there's like that ding from the petrol pump.
Yeah.
It's like slowly gets more and more, and then alien attacks. I thought that was great, and it's like it's sort of sprinkled throughout this movie. There's like just really good filmmaking. It's like there's just some bits that I just wish it was less CG and just more like writing. Like if this were a play, it'd be great. Like because I don't care about like visual spectacle like at all. Like I have no emotional
I do.
investment in it.
I like it, but
I like visual spectacle if it's done well.
Mm.
Kind of like how Star Wars was really... The original Star Wars was really... It was all done with models and everything like that, because they didn't have CG for the original ones. Everything was done with models and all the lightsabers were drawn in by hand. So that type of stuff.
And it still looks good.
Yeah.
This movie looked good, I reckon.
It
I
looks
really liked
pretty
all the scenes with the alien because, towards, up until maybe the last 5 minutes, they didn't really show it at all, and I thought that was really cool. Played in your imagination.
I actually kind of think they shouldn't have shown it at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that'll be harder to do with what the alien does and how that kid has to do that cliched speech where it's like,
yeah,
it's
Oh,
a
please go
Spielberg
hard.
movie, Dominic.
even though
You gotta
for some
remember.
reason, fucking
Dead
what? So
family
the
relatives at the
alien
beginning.
is like, okay, hang
Alien
on.
at the
So
end.
this is something I can't wrap my head around. Wait, so why couldn't the alien just leave like before all this shit happened? Why did it take like some 12-year-old to go, hey man, you should leave? That seems like a really just go. And then he leaves. It's like, why didn't you just do that before? Like, I don't understand that.
Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Uh,
He doesn't ever tell him to leave. He doesn't ever tell him to leave.
He does. It's it.
No, he tells him
I mean,
to
like-
live.
No, he says go, just go.
No, he says
Wasn't he talking to his
and
friends?
live. Just stop attacking humans and live. Not. He doesn't say
Right.
like, go as in go away from the earth. He means as in, go out in life and live. Don't attack humans. Don't hold a grudge. Go and live.
Why did it take some kid telling this thing? I mean, it's obviously a pretty smart alien.
Yeah.
Like, they have, like, intergalactic space travel, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Also, why was there one alien traveling a galaxy? You think there'd be a bunch of them? Anyway, that's
Yeah.
thinking way too much. This movie.
And one thing that I think
You
is,
gonna-
wouldn't he
Who
come
says
back
that?
with all of his friends if they let him live and he held that grudge against the humans? He'd never forget it. I mean, just because some kid tells
Well,
you,
how do you
you're
know
not
he
gonna
didn't
forget
come
it.
back? Light years,
but
man.
still.
Yeah.
He's just going to come back
Yeah.
in next week, next Tuesday.
Well, they obviously have decent travel. But anyway.
Oh well.
Back
Back to my note.
managed to crash into a planet.
Yeah, probably not. Okay, so we get to this scene, which is kind of cheesy. It's like, you know that montage? You know that scene where, like, the chick sneaks into the guy's house, and then they
Yep.
watch that montage of the mother, that just happened to be ready to go, and it's like, oh, they watch together. It was kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of a nice moment, because it's like, it's revealed that it's the dad's fault, her
Yeah.
dad's fault, his mum died. Oh, sort of.
Yeah.
And I really like that dynamic too. That it was like, I like that the characters weren't black and white, except for the main bad guy, Biff Tannen, pretty much 100% evil.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give him any empathy at all. Like the military in this
Oh,
movie are
yeah.
basically stormtroopers.
Yeah.
At the end, I think he tries to like get the kids out because he's looking for the keys, and then the
But that
aliens.
would have killed him. So, you know. It's pretty ruthless.
Yeah, I guess. But it's like, it's a bit, I felt like it was a bit over the top how, like the military were, like, the bad guys, and it's like, it felt like when, you know when
They should
the,
have had, like, little SS lapels, and it would have been way better.
yeah. Or like, you know how that guy, when they're searching the kids, when they find him in the school, and he takes the locket away for seemingly no reason. And it's
Yeah,
like,
it just seemed like a.
we get it, you're the bad guy. We get it. It's like, I feel like they're just beating you over the head with the fact that they're supposed to be evil. I guess so you don't feel bad when they get eaten. Which is weird,
Yeah, but
because
that's
wasn't
the
the
whole
monster
thing.
like...
You should
Taking
feel
them?
bad for the evil guy getting eaten. You should feel bad for anyone
exactly.
getting eaten. That'd be way better
Okay.
writing. If he was portrayed as some dude just trying to, well, what he thinks save humanity from his point of view, he thinks he's trying to save humanity, and then he like gets eaten, you feel way worse than if he's just portrayed as
Yeah.
this evil guy.
Look, maybe I'm looking too into this, but I think it would have been great if... Yeah, I know. But this is how I would have done it. Like, the guy would have been, like, totally about survival of the town instead of just like, oh, fuck this town, we'll set it on fire to make people evacuate, who gives a shit? The guy would have been like, man, I gotta save this town. This alien's gonna kill us all. I have to save humanity and protect these people. And then he gets eaten, and it's like, oh man, I feel bad.
If they do that, then they play up the whole aliens are horrible kind of thing.
Yeah, but like,
You're gonna protect the town from this bad alien.
But I just like when stuff is like more, like less black and white, like maybe
And more surprising.
it's not so obvious who was right and who was wrong.
More like, oh shit, that just happened. Oh man.
No, well,
I just like
not everything.
would have been nice. I think it would have been nice if it's like maybe that alien was a douchebag, or maybe the people didn't overreact at all. But in this movie, it's kind of obvious. It's like the people were evil, the alien was the good guy. But look, this isn't meant to be like some Oscar-winning fucking tour de force shit. All right, so I'm not like saying that I hate the movie because it wasn't like written like Game of Thrones or something. I like the movie.
I almost feel like it was a bit. I almost felt like it was a bit of an homage to E.T. in some aspects.
I haven't watched E.T. since I was like 10. I don't remember.
It was almost like the E.T. phone home type of dynamic with that alien, wasn't it? Especially when they say, he's scared and just wants to go home. Scared and hungry and just wants to go home.
Yeah. It's like, because Spielberg, like, produced it or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's probably what J.J. Abrams is going for, because the humans were the baddies in E.T. as well.
Yeah, with their radios digitally replaced instead of guns.
Wait, what?
In E.T., they digitally replaced the guns that they had, pointing at like this with radios. So they're holding radios around like this.
Wait, why?
To make it PG.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to make the digital remastered version PG.
Wait, so the original remastered version
has guns
like
in it.
if I got it on VHS, it would have guns, but on DVD or Blu-ray, it would have radios.
Yes.
Weird,
oh my god. I'm looking it up. He's not wrong. That's so funny. I'm just holding it up like this. It's just like, shut up. I'm just looking at pictures of it. That's so stupid. Oh my god.
Couldn't they at least have gone with like some sort of scanning radar thing? It's like, now fucking radio.
It's like that meme. You know that meme where they replace guns with thumbs up? And there's like a bunch of different people, like with action movies, and they're all just giving thumbs up. It's like that.
I haven't seen that. You'll have to send me
Anyway, coming back. Yeah, I will. I'll send you some shit. All right. So as soon as they take Alice, as soon as the monster takes Alice, I mean, it kind of ruins the tension that you know they're all alive. You know, because it's like they're not going to kill off Alice.
Yeah.
So you know that they're not going to. So it sort of like ruins it a bit when you can use logic and like.
I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah, it seemed like the kind of thing the movie would have done. With like a sad moment in it.
I think they would have killed off the main love interest.
I would have loved if they did that. If they killed off her, like you thought, even if you thought she was going to survive, right up until the end, where all of those bits of metal are just coming out from everywhere, and then she like gets speared or something like that, and it's just
crushes her or something.
Alright, and he gets washed on Serenity. What? Spoiler alert. Who cares? It's old. It's like 2003.
I've never seen it. I've been meaning to. Don't spoil it for me.
Dude, it literally came out 11 years ago, so...
I've never seen it.
Alright,
meaning to.
Sorry.
To watch
but
this.
Yeah, if something like really surprising happens at the end where everything's just like flying towards the spaceship when it's being made, and she gets speared or something, and it's like a bit of collateral that no one ever intended, or something, that would have been good. I reckon that would have been awesome, actually.
It's been heartbreaking.
Yeah, but the movie wasn't going for like shock, heartbreak. Oh my god, like that kind of stuff. It was just going to be. It was trying to be a fairly lighthearted, well, not lighthearted, but it was trying to be an enjoyable adventure movie that adults could enjoy and like bring themselves back to their whimsical childhood days. I think that's what it was trying to do.
I think
Yeah,
it's
So
I think that's what it was trying to do, but who cares what it was trying to do? I still think it would have been awesome.
it would have been surprising, certainly. It's like right at the end.
Yeah,
she
that's like saying it would have been awesome
goes
if
through her face, and she's just like, and she just dies. Like,
And then it
it
brutally.
would have been awesome if the alien had a rap battle with the ground.
So it's just like, he finally got him. Directed by J.J. Abrams, and it just rolls, just credits roll, just no explanation. Awesome. Very great. Just for the sheer, like, surprise. Anyway. Oh, what else have I got here? I kind of wish they'd just at least kept the alien's face, like,
Obscured.
secret.
Just show
Yeah, I just wanted to keep...
I think that plays
Yeah.
that more. That sounds like more a horror writing than anything.
No, horror writing
Well,
would
yeah.
be if it showed its face as soon as it did its first jump scare. Like, just its face straight
Like,
up on the
like a
screen.
Cloverfield monster kind of thing.
No.
Or like suspense horror, not like ooh horror.
Yeah, this is sort of like it's gradually increasing the amount of time to see it. It's not just like, as if you only seen like the foot until the end of the movie, where it's just like, hey, that foot's mine and I'm the rest of it.
It's just keep It's just like, yeah, man, I've been living
That
under
would be
this
the
fucking
best alien
been
ever.
living under this water tower for a while.
That would be
crazy.
like that would be how like a black comedy. Everything is building up to that one punchline that's in the whole movie. The whole movie is just for that one punchline, and it's just like the alien walks out and he's like, "Hey man, you know that foot? I'm the thing that's attached to it. Hey, what's up?"
Would he grab a beer?
And then he just smoked weed with Donnie,
Yeah,
just for the rest of the movie. So good. Donnie the Stoner, best character.
Yes. Oh, what about the
Yeah.
kid who like the
Also
jittery
voices-
kid who lights shit on fire?
Yeah, that's great too.
Or the fat kid who likes directing.
Also
and-
voices what?
Oh, that Donnie guy. It also voices Riku in Kingdom Hearts.
Are you shitting
You ever
me?
played it?
Seriously? That's Riku?
Yes. You should play it when PS4
Dude,
gets back
this
with
game is like-
compatibility.
Good. You got Kingdom Hearts, Back to the Future. This game's like this not game. This movie's like big nostalgia fest.
It really is. I think that's what they were going for.
Awesome. That's
But
awesome.
at least they didn't
movie's
shove it in your
awesome.
face though, which is good. Like the nostalgia of it. It was
Yeah.
more like
Yeah.
a subtle nostalgia rather than like
Yeah.
there was just like
Here's that
Ash
thing
Ketchum-
from your
that was just Ash
childhood.
Ketchum
Look
there.
at it.
there wasn't like
Look at
Ash
it.
Ketchum going, "Hey, I'm going to catch some Pokemon," just in one scene, and then
Yeah.
that's just there, and you're like, "What?"
Would have been great if Ash Ketchum was the alien. It's just like- or if the alien was a Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's the big twist. Like the alien's a Pokemon, Ash Ketchum just comes out of nowhere, and he's just like battles it with like a
Oh,
Bulbasaur.
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt!
Why
that
did
the
I say
Air Force are
battle
secretly
with
Team Rocket.
Bulbasaur? Shows how little I fucking know. I watched Pokemon once. Shut up. I thought he had a Bulbasaur. I don't know why.
He does have a Bulbasaur.
He does have a Bulbasaur. He has
Yeah,
a
but, like,
Bulbasaur, a
his main-
Squirtle.
You know, like
Did
his
you-
main guy.
Wait. You thought Bulbasaur was his main
forgot,
guy?
okay.
See, you didn't even
Yeah,
need to
just
watch
for, like,
the show
a
to know
second.
that. You didn't even need to
Just
watch
for a
the
second.
show.
I thought it for just like, oh, this is a thought that my brain's had
Oh,
for 1 second.
one
I'm going to
fan
say
is
it.
going to be
Oh,
really
wait.
disappointed in you.
Pikachu. What?
You just
L1
lost
fan.
one fan.
I'm sorry, one fan. I'm
I
sorry.
reckon that L. Ron Hubbard should have written this movie, though. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, so Scientologists can believe that the trains are evil and gonna...
And they're not allowed to take trains anymore.
yeah.
Although, you know, marginally free up the public transport system in Brisbane. No Scientologists on the trains anymore.
That'd be great. All right. So
Did the three
we get to the
Scientologists
end.
use trains out of there?
We get to the end. I felt like the climax was a bit long. I don't know. I just got kind of bored by the end of it.
Really? I thought the end was
I
really
did.
sudden. I suppose the lead up was really slow, but the end was so sudden. Like it just like, yeah, I'm lifting up. I'm
I'm not talking
going-
about. I'm not talking about the end. I'm talking about the end climax. So like when they're in the
Oh, yeah.
cave.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
felt
the
like
whole
that was
cave bit,
pretty
yeah.
slow. I
Yeah,
didn't
that
really
did go
care
wrong.
about because I just didn't care. Like I just wanted to see the kids hanging out and being funny and like getting into mischief. I didn't care about the alien. I mean, even though they made it have like weird human eyes, even though it's an alien, it was weird.
Or
But
the
even though they made it have human eyes to try and empathize with it, I still didn't really. Like I honestly don't care.
they just threw the alien in there to make some sort of drama between the.
I wouldn't have cared if
Everybody.
the alien just got shot dead like immediately.
If it
I just
was
wouldn't have cared.
If it was just Hitler, they could have replaced the alien with anything and it would have worked. If it was Hitler, it would have worked.
Hitler?
That would have been awesome. Like Hitler's like back from the dead, and he's like trying to take over the world.
Like some sort of prequel to Iron Sky or something like that. That'd be awesome.
Oh man, and the kids have to like shoot Hitler. That would have been so good. We should make that a movie. Yeah, but I just didn't care about the alien. And why was it? Okay, so I'm not sure about this. Why was it like taking people's engines and microwaves and shit?
To build a new
Electronics to
spaceship.
try and build a new ship, or maybe a big
Yeah.
magnet. No, yes,
Yeah.
I believe that it was making that water tower into a giant magnet,
But, like, why?
so that it could
I think-
attract. So that it
I
could
think at
attract.
the end it's
So they
fused
could-
all the metal together and it's used like
Yeah,
nuclear fusion type
It
thing.
attracted those alloy cube things that they spent 2 seconds explaining.
I understood it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I
you
You're
under-
like-
I
I don't
understood it, but they spent like 2 seconds explaining it. They just it was just mentioned in
It's all-
passing, and then.
That's all they needed. At least they didn't keep you there for 5 minutes saying, "These are the cubes. This is when they were invented, and this is the history of them. These-
I want to know.
This
the
is
history.
why they're
I want to
important."
know the technology. I want to know the schematics. I want to know the year they were created. I want to know
I
what
want to
planet
know
they were created on.
Science.
You have
I want to know scientifically how this spaceship functions. I want to know what it functions on. Like, it's so.
You have the
They're
facial
so
hair of
little.
someone who the facial hair of someone who trawls through IMDb pointing at scientific inaccuracies in films.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, like, what? It's kind of weird that the cubes is built. I get it. It's like magic, future alien technology. We're not supposed to understand it. But
Yeah,
it's just weird. Like, they give you.
the black
like,
guy even says
they make
that.
you feel like. They make
The
you
black guy
feel like.
literally
It's
says
explained.
it's like future alien magic technology that we're not meant to understand.
Yeah.
They were clearly not.
It's
It's,
like
it's not the focus of the movie, so they're not going to focus on it.
Yeah, but they do focus on it because there's like those scenes where all those engines are missing. Those scenes where she's not some chick saying that her like 10 microwaves are gone. Like there's that cube that it's like
Yeah, that's just like the play up the
feel like-
oh, shit's a bit weird. You know, strange things
guess.
are happening in the town, kind of
Also,
thing.
that car salesman was Dan Castellaneta.
So,
Really? Who's that?
wait,
The car
Homer
salesman.
Simpson,
Yes, was Homer
Dan
Simpson.
Castellaneta
Oh,
is
really?
Homer.
Yeah.
Wait, so we got Simpsons,
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts, and Back to the Future. Man, this movie.
gee, that's cool.
And you've also, hang on.
Okay, what
If you
While
say
we're doing
that
that, I
people
just wanna
versus
touch
Ash
on-
Ketchum is in it, I'm gonna freak out.
What'd you say?
I just want to touch on the fact something that was really stupid. How his locket, like starts like pointing towards a thing, like right at the end, and he's like, "Oh no!" I don't want to lose it because it symbolizes my sadness. And then he lets it go, and he's like, oh, it's symbolizing how I'm letting it go and moving past. And the ship just needed that one tiny piece of metal, otherwise it wouldn't have functioned. Even though he could have got it. There were street signs there. You could have just, like, pulled a street sign over. There were plenty of metal shit. People had belt buckets. People had buttons. Like, just use that. Why would you have to... That was so stupid.
Maybe he needed silver to power the ship. See, that's where the scientific...
Silver isn't magnetic.
Obviously, the ship runs on memories and emotional symbolism.
The ship... That's Spielberg feelings.
So, this is what I wrote about. Overall, good movie. Needed less CGI aliens, more witty banter. Writing was great.
One CGI alien.
Yeah, needed less of the CGI alien.
I liked the alien. I thought it was good.
For the film,
but
I thought it was... The reason... I'll give you a reason why I thought that the CGI alien needed to be less in it. Because through the whole film, basically through the whole film, there was hardly any CGI. And if it was CGI, it was specifically because he can't do it in real life. But, you know, like the train crash. But, and it's set in the 70s.
Train crash is awesome, though.
Yeah, it is awesome. But
cool.
the alien could have not been in the movie, and it still would have been good. And, I mean, the feel of the movie, there's not much CGI, and then you have this, well, to be honest, crappy CGI alien.
Yeah, I think that's... I think
aliens...
It just felt
like a bit of... It was, it's a sort of train crash. Okay. See you at school.
No, but, like, I love the mystery of the train crash, but it's just like when the alien shows up, it's like, whoa, I'm watching Star Trek now. You know, it's like I'm watching some alien, some spaceship just come out of nowhere, and it's like all flashy and shit, and it's like the movie was so good at making you feel like you were there, I guess, because like the writing was so great, and then it just gets to this bit that's like so out of the I don't know, out of the ordinary. Well, it just feels out of place. Like that
even
whole
if it
ending.
had some crappy dude in a polystyrene suit, it probably would have worked better for me.
You know what I wish?
Because at the beginning they had the rattling in that train carriage that the kids saw after it crashed. You know, it's like, oh, something on the train.
Yeah. You know what I think would be great? If it was like more, if like they focused more on like the mystery and made it like, oh, the kids are going on an adventure to solve a mystery, but instead they sort of throw the mystery out the window. It feels like, because it's like they
made it.
They really give it to you. They really like, it's an alien, guys. In case you didn't notice, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's not trying to be a mystery movie though.
But it is. It's meant to be a suspense thriller. Yeah, that's what it's meant to be.
I guess that's just what I wish it was. In the end, we sort of got a decent movie that sort of tends towards more action than suspense.
Mystery. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just want to see funny kids like running around solving mysteries. I think it was because I read a lot of like, I forget the names of them, but there was these books that I got way into when I was a kid, like of crime solving kids. What? They might have been. Yeah, I think it was the Hardy Boys. Of like these kids that solved crimes and went on adventures and shit. And it's like, I fucking love that shit. It's awesome.
You'd like Adventure Bros.
What?
You'd like a show called The Venture Bros.
I'll have to check it out. Pretty sure it's on Netflix, actually. I've seen it. But yeah, I don't know. So I guess in the end, I just wish the movie was something that it ultimately wasn't.
Yeah, I tend to like things that make me think more rather than...
I don't.
But that being said,
the thing with me is I can't seem to keep track of action. I'm really bad at keeping track of what's happening in action movies.
You're boring.
Yeah.
No, it's because I'm an interesting person.
It's probably because I am boring. I'm willing to admit that. I'm a very boring person. Considering I was more focused on how how like one alien got separated from the herd, or like how like cubes form like a space, like cubes this big, right? How do they make like a ventilation system, or how do they make like a computer electronics and shit? It's like
they're not cubes. They're like the little. They're just cube shaped. They can obviously like morph and change into.
They're solid
things.
and they're cube shaped. They're
It's
vaguely
alien
cuboid.
technology.
They're vaguely
You don't need to understand it.
cuboid.
all in all, the kids were great actors, and I'd say watch it just for that, even if you like just turn it off like I don't know, 30 minutes before the end of the movie. Like you're really
I'd
not
say
missing out.
Watch early the end of the movie as a big fuck you to Dominic for being an idiot. This movie's great.
Well,
It's got aliens and
Yeah.
explosions
got
and
anything to add?
good acting.
I
And
would
really,
give
what else
it.
do you need?
I would give it. I think I'd give it a
Don't give it a number. Don't give it a number. Don't give.
3.7 out of 5. I think.
3. All
You
right,
can't
you got a
number
3.7 out of
movies.
5. Yeah, I don't. I'm. Anyway, since when were we putting numbers on movies? This isn't IMDb, mate.
We're not.
When
we're
I
not, no,
decided
we're not doing a star rating system. This isn't YouTube in 2006.
It's not a star rating system. It's an epic goatee. Right. The rating system.
We are not giving anything any goatees out of anything.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not. I will
Goatees out of
fucking
5.
quit.
Okay, so that was Three Guys Chilling.
I would
I don't know what we're
recommend it
gonna
to
watch
everybody.
Finally. Now I've got decent internet and I rid my computer of all of the
So
malware that
we're
was
officially making a comeback.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah,
something
back,
very different then.
Again. What?
I thought you were going to
Shady's
say
back.
something very
Well,
different.
Tell a
Stay
friend.
tuned next week when we watch something else.
What are we watching next week?
What are we going to watch, bros?
Yes, I don't know what we're going to be watching next week, but
Can you watch something
that's okay.
cool and kind of camp from the 80s or 90s?
Let's watch Robinson
Absolutely.
Crusoe.
We should watch. What's it? I don't know. We should watch The Running Man. You guys seen The Running Man? I haven't.
I haven't.
Apparently,
What's it about?
It's an 1987 Schwarzenegger film. It's like
We're watching it. We're watching
Yes,
it.
let
I don't
us
need to
watch.
hear any more. We are going to watch that movie.
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, stay tuned next week. The Running Man. Until then,
Yeah.
my name's Dominic.
I'm Josh.
I'm Robert.
Bye.